oh man, I hear it's so great, and then we played it and was like, ugh, maybe it's not so great. Yeah, this shit. The last point. I mean, the last point's still pretty much the same shit, except they got rid of my specialty pipes.
Your specialties, dumb pipes.
Dude, these were so great for playing medic because if somebody jumped you, you would just hide, on the opposite side of the pipes from them.
I feel like these would eat splash.
Yes, they do. That would be a correct statement.
This is.
I already hate enough spots that eat splash.
See, this isn't even the earliest version because this whole area down here was full of water.
Oh my god.
So that was the big problem, was like you could rocket jump from here out of the water into the enemy second.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be the fattest bomb.
Yeah, that was actually played in ESCA.
I've seen that great frightened.
Yep. Oh, this is pre-health pack though. But Al Qaeda is still here.
By the way, why is this map called Process?
Because that's what they decided to name it.
Alright. Is that just how people name maps? They just draw them from a hat.
Oh,
Metalworks makes sense, kinda. Sawmill definitely.
Turbine.
It had.
Why did they remove the snakes?
No, there's a snake in the water under point. Yeah, under point there's a snake in the water.
Here's some nice water too.
I was really surprised you could do massive jumps from that.
What was everybody's
and you take no fall damage. It's a little insane.
What was everybody's water fetish like back early days?
Water on every map.
Well, yeah, it's like water was fairly common in TFC, and I think that was like part of it. Was if you'd played TFC, you would just use.
Pasta's done. Be right back.
What year was this map created?
2010, 2000. Well, this version of it was probably 09. Yeah, 2010's when it was actually like in a playable state. Oh. There was another map about the same time as this that was also untextured called like Petroleum, and that was competing for it, but Petroleum never got textured.
I'm stuck.
Because it was shit.
Why was it shit? Nice.
Everything about it was awful.
That's a good.
No amount of texture could save it. It had this second point featured a very large crane, right? And on the crane was holding up a crate, and the point was on that. And that was like one of the major problems with it. So it was like a Spire substitute, except there was no way to actually walk up to it.
That sounds super good.
Only soldiers could cap it, and
yeah. Well, there was like a little thing you could jump, like a battlements that you could jump off to get to it.
Oh.
But that was it. So it was garbage.
Yeah.
And then the last point had water down the sides of it. So you would just like hide a heavy in the water, and then he would come up out the water and then mow everybody down.
Man. Oh,
I also played Atrophy B7 in a real match. That was the real shit. Atrophy,
I don't know that
it's a cart cap CTF. So
what?
Both spawns have carts at the start of them, right? With your intel on said cart. And then as soon as the match starts, the cart would begin moving towards the center of the map. And then the other thing was that you could not cap unless your intel was on your cart.
That sounds super convoluted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really hard because you had to have like 5 members of your team guard the cart at mid, and then somebody fucking around with the enemy intel so that they could never cap.
This map feels way bigger than current process.
Well, it's a little more open because it doesn't have the bats.
Oh yeah. And second seems like a little lower, at least differently positioned.
I feel like I remember playing this textured, like when I first started. Like not even competitive, just like pubs.
Well,
I ran into it on a community
the
server.
big door down here in sewers became a circular sewer door as well in pretty short order, and that's what sort of changed the area in front of choke on second. And the chokes are way higher and also much wider.
Yeah, the lack of any hitboxes would be fun, but not really balanced. Or like clipping on choke.
Yeah, want to go to it?
I mean, that, as far as I'm concerned, that one's just as good as what we laid out.
I played a pug on the original Gully Wash. That was a disaster.
We occasionally do pugs on interesting maps.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Original Gully isn't that bad. The main problem with the original Gully is you can get spawn camped super easy. That's what actually killed the map to make them have to change it. Early Snakewater has the same problem.
My mom yelled down and asked me why I'm sitting down here in the dark.
Playing video games. What else?
Yeah, I told her I'm edgy.
Oh yeah, see,
and she called me Edge Boy.
This isn't even proper old Snakewater. Yeah, because proper old Snakewater, both spawn doors are right beside the point. And the thingy that the point is under is huge. It's like a giant box.
This skybox looks different. Oh, because there's clouds.
They like changed the skybox so much.
Oh yeah, and this is fairly recent because this fence is chain link. So this isn't even like OG Snakewater. Like Valve's version.
Last has just like different geometry here. Big door. It's not too different, but still.
Yeah, it does still have drop down though. So there's that.
Yeah, the whole drop down area seems very annoying to clear.
Yeah, you had to have somebody go up there every time because it was super popular to just hide a scout up in there in second.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of old maps have a lot of just the hidey holes like that.
Oh, and this is
Oh, I know this version of Snakewater. This is like what they played at like one of the I-series.
Yeah, it doesn't
54.
have the wall to stand on, and the rock is further away from the door.
The drop down is ridiculous.
It's so twisty.
What I-series was this played up?
Probably like 40 or 30, something like that.
No, it might have been I-42. Although I feel like there's more recent ones that have also played this version of Snakewater.
I just missed G-Pick.
Oh.
Proper green.
You don't like Granary Pro?
Oh, I much prefer old Granary. It had
What's
way
that?
more cool shit.
Like what?
Hiding spots.
So the hiding spots were way better. The spawn timer from second was at least manageable. And last wasn't completely fucked up and undefendable.
This seems like very similar.
Yeah, it
Just
is.
very little differences.
Just has some like occasional differences near last and second.
Is there cheese and cheese?
I think it was
Oh, that's a
called
new
Z at the
thing.
time. Yeah.
And why'd they call it cheese before?
I don't know,
Don't
Marxist,
worry
do you have
about
the answer?
I think it's
Isn't that
because it's
racist?
dark.
You always Uber in through Africa.
True. I'm still really mad that that happened. Yeah. Yeah, this one looks prettier. Like, just aesthetically. This version of Snakewater looks a lot nicer. And it's probably because of the different skybox, but like, I have it on the lowest settings, and it's like the shadows and stuff still really look nice.
Is
I don't
there,
know, I like-
Marxist, you know if there's like a reason why all old frag videos have like a rustic look to them?
Probably because they're not rendered very high.
I like the way it looks.
Because like, if you were rendering video in 2009, you could not do it in 720p. I know Snakewater had B series, so it'd be like Snakewater B5.
Have you guys ever seen Snakewater Pro?
No.
I've played Pugs on that before.
Just
Now,
Snakewater?
We almost scrimmed on Badlands Pro. That was a
Well, Badlands Pro is
Badlands.
becoming a thing.
you want to see Badlands Pro?
It's right there.
Badlands
Pro is
Pro
gonna
is-
be real soon, you know? We're gonna add that. Because it's actually good. It's just Badlands, but like fixed.
It has some really weird parts I don't like.
I like the by trash. They changed that. You can go up and down to like upper lobby through trash.
Cadus seems like he doesn't give a damn.
Crusty old man. Well, old TF2 player, Crusty.
Yeah, true.
All my fucks floated away to heaven when they took
This-
away Cupid.
Welcome to Badlands Pro. No, this is the like.
Super old.
This is Badlands Pro. Sammy, follow me. All right.
Yikes, this looks gross.
I love
Yeah.
how it's not just the desert. I really don't like how the desert looks in this game.
Desert is way cooler.
I like how this one looks a lot more.
I don't like train because I feel like it'll beat splash damage more.
They all look nicer. We all had better aesthetics back then. Yeah, which is I like the contrast. Oh, you can't go through here.
Yeah,
Why not?
it's a little
Yeah.
But
interesting.
there's still a hole right here. Nice.
Yeah, they patched the holes on the train, but not on the bridge.
It really does.
Around trash and second, it's super different. Like it's far more open.
That's what that.
You can
that's
climb-
the thing.
This has to be a bug.
What?
Someone come mid. What the
On my
fuck?
way.
This is kind of cool, actually. But I can see where problems would come with this.
What?
Oh.
And look, you can fall into the house. There's a hole.
Oh shit! Wait. Shoot down. Oh my god! You really can. That wouldn't be. I feel like that could be like a
That'd be so
one-time
dumb.
thing. that
You wouldn't be
see
able
in
to
a-
like leave mid through the valley.
I feel like that's like a one-time thing you'd see in a frag movie that like nobody would actually really do in a game. Just like somebody
That'd
does.
be a thing you see and then try and replicate.
Yeah,
There's gotta
and
be a
then
cool jump you can do with this.
you'd be.
Dude, you can do a crazy like bomb. If you go from Dia, you can jump off Dia onto the roof and like all the way into the mid. I don't know. Man.
Nice. Marxist, why is your hat named the No Swear something?
Oh, that's from the pub days. It was gifted to me. There was this this person on our pub server that hated swearing, and so they told me they'd give me a hat if I didn't swear anymore.
No.
So then I took their hat and swore a bunch.
I just realized Titan's missing out because he's eating like pasta or whatever. What a loser, he's eating. Who needs sustenance?
I drank my food today.
Nice.
Can you get it? Oh, you can't get on the lights in the lower right.
Oh. Oh
I'm
wait.
Ready.
James Bar.
Nice. Nice. Sammy, spectate me. You can still do this. I remember seeing that in a tag video. Oh my god, you're so
Me too.
Wait, Fluff, get in there.
Dude, old cap time on Badlands was too good.
No.
Map's already
No,
not one of
no,
my
well,
favorites.
Badlands scrim.
Ended faster.
We've had good games on Badlands, so.
Yeah. I've never
Really
felt
is.
comfortable on snake water.
Really? I like Snake.
It requires too much brain.
She's a roamer. She's a roamer, forgive her.
I'm not very smart.
I just want G-Pit back. That's what I want. Yeah, dude. I got a great strat for you.
Dude, I wish Gravel Pit's a fun map.
Until you play it.
I hope I spelled it right.
G_pit.
There was also a Gravel Pit Pro, but that was awful.
Oh my god, that sounds hilarious. What was different about it?
I don't really remember. It was just dumb and bad.
Same here. Yeah, gravel pit. It's like gravel pit. So what's the gravel pit strategy, Marxist?
Alright, so like one of the coolest strats. I gotta remember how to do this real quick.
I'm gonna
probably
need
won't
it.
be able to, but I practiced.
I'm gonna need it for all the times I'm gonna play gravel pit in this season of VCA.
I played a pug on Gravel Pit once, and that was fun.
I've never had.
Oh,
but
is
I
it the
really want
climbing
to.
up the rock to the spawn strat?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where my clip is.
I was able to do that on Sniper once, and never again.
There we go. I practiced this shit for hours.
How'd you do that?
So
Too
what
good.
you would do is you would go crits in here, and usually the med would hide like right there, and so you would just fucking blow your crits right at the start and take their Uber away, and then run.
I got outgamed by an engineer. Yeah, I might have played gravel pit
I did
once in like a Highlander lobby, but I don't even know. I probably didn't. I'm just making that up.
And it had map spots named for players. You have the
Like-
Enigma Shadow and Carnage Rock.
What are they? I'm just
Yeah, dude.
We-
And so,
we-
Shadow. I'll go
What?
Ninja.
I had a conversation about that recently. How like this community needs more things named after players. I think my
There's a
favorite
limit,
is.
but why?
I think my favorite has always been the Tyrone shot.
The goal of the Enigma Shadow is it's this shadow line right here, and that's where you build your sentry gun. It's like you'd want it perfectly just in the shadow, and then that way it won't die. And then you would put your dispenser in this little nut. Because this is where the medic would stand. It was right here in this little nook. You'd put a dispenser there. That way, if anybody tried to shoot your medic, he could hide in the dispenser's hitboxes.
And you missed it. We're currently going over old gravel pit things.
Old gravel pit.
Yeah. Well, like
I haven't played enough for gravel pit to know what the new one looks like.
well, there is no new
There is
gravel
no
pit.
new one. It's just
Oh.
the
Nobody
one.
plays gravel pit
So the
anymore.
standard hold was like you'd have your NG in the Enigma Shadow, and then you would have your roamer up on roof, and your pocket would be over here, and then he would
Wait.
rotate with the roamer whenever shit went bad, and the demo would just roam around with the scout frame.
That sounds super fun. Why'd they take it out of rotation?
Well, the real fun way to play is if you had, if you wanted to big dick it and not be like everybody else. What you would do is you'd have your med pocket and a heavy right here on B, and then your demo and a scout and the roamer would all be on A, and then you would just call which direction the team was coming, and you would rotate the heavy and the med that way. Or if you were at B, you would just chill until the rest of the team could show up through connector.
If you want to big dick them. Oh.
That was called the Iron Man strat, because the whole
Yeah.
point of Iron Man was you wanted to delay their first cap as much as possible. Whereas with B, you're just giving up A. Out of course, sometimes you would do dumb shit like you'd have the NG build on Carnage Rock, or you'd have a sniper hide, or a spy hide, or a scout hide. Because there was a way you could get a scout up pre Boston Basher. You could get them using only double jumps to get clear to the top of A's building
Oh my
by
god.
hopping on different geometry, and you could just hide up on the ceiling, and no one ever looks up there. So, and then you would just wait for the medic to come out and fall down on his head and meat shot him. That was like one strat. You could also do the disappearing NG strat.
What's that?
So what you would do is you would have an engineer build a gun and a teleporter over on this shack here, and the telly would be inside the shack so they couldn't see it. And then you would just have a sniper hide like right here with the gun. And then when they were all standing on the point like lemons, you would blast their medic and then hop through the teleporter entrance, which would teleport you back to spawn, and then you would both switch back to other classes.
Oh my god.
These
So
are
then
very
they would
well
spend
thought
like
out.
20 minutes trying to find where the sniper was that killed their medic.
Dude, why'd they take gravel pit out? This sounds like an awesome map.
Yeah, because people don't like playing things that they can't do in their sleep. Because this game, like this map, you actually had to, like, if you wanted to take a risk, it might work out real good for you, or you might just get blown up. And that's so people
the
just
thinking
wanted
man's
to
map.
play.
But
They
that's
wanted
like
to
so
play
much
the
more fun and
standard
interesting.
way. Yeah, and it was also more fun and interesting for the viewer because there were so many like 1 second left caps and stuff like that that are easy to sell as a caster. But no, fuck all that. It's too hard.
I thought they took
Let's
it out
just
because
do our
B was
5CP
useless.
where every map is basically being made into the same map over and over again.
Every map must be process or Badlands.
Honestly, though.
Mm.
They're fine.
That's
I would
sunshine.
also like Warmfront to come back.
There were rumors of it coming back as a King of the Hill map. They
Yeah,
like
fuck that. It needs to be the 5 CP original version where you can't push last unless you're a god.
Why?
And then it's alright.
Shall we go to Warmfront? So
Yeah,
you
it
can
had
explain
one of the
this?
best mids in the whole game, and overdose jumping was the thing on that map.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you could. There was a hill you could get
Oh.
up onto as medic if you had full charge overdose
Mm.
that you normally can't. But Enigma killed the Warmfront because Warmfront has a yard area very similar to Granary, and so what they would do is they would
I'm
take
getting
yard
crushed.
and then sack into second, with Enigma being a heavy standing on the point at mid, and so there was like no fucking way you could win, and then they would just kill you. It also had really great sniper sight lines where you could basically snipe people from spawn to spawn.
Oh my god.
That
Are
does
you
not sound
shitting me?
great.
How is that
Oh,
possible?
Let's
this
find
looks
out.
beautiful.
I feel like that actually shouldn't even. Like, I feel like that's too far to actually get a shot off.
No, it's great.
Gotta be a legend.
I'll do it.
By the way, did you extend the server? Because I
I
feel.
did.
Alright. This looks so much better than Cold Front. Oh no, Dios mío.
Pequeño, pequeño. That's all I know in Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish.
Same?
I was watching Gordon Ramsay with my buddy Walrus.
Later, boy.
That's what we were doing. Because I made my social call yesterday.
Those were fun scrims.
Later, boy.
You're going down, Titan.
So you could snipe from second forward all the way to their cliff, which was the most
Jesus.
popular way to come out of spawn.
How was that not a crit?
Or you could get on, or
You
you
landed
could
on
get
my
on
head.
your own cliff and snipe into their spawn.
Are the health packs the same as on Cold Front?
I don't know.
Fuck.
This mid looks very, very fun.
It was one of the better mids there was.
Looks like it has so many interesting options to jump in and
Madre.
just go nuts.
Because they're too small and require too much coordination.
It's because they have too many ways to go, so the lemmings can't figure out where to be. So they just run in and die over and over.
That's why I'm bad
That's
at
why
snake
Gold Rush
water.
is the best pub map,
The
because
lemming?
there's only ever one way to go, and so all the dummies always just push the same way, and
What's
then
the
you
best
have
pub map?
something Gold Rush, and then that way you have something that loosely resembles a game.
Oh yeah, when I just first started out of this game, that was my go-to map. Every single pub was Gold Rush.
Yep. Badwater was similar, but Badwater was too short. It didn't have enough variation to keep your attention.
It's still very popular in pubs. I think it's.
Yeah, well, because it's so easy. It's just like 2 is probably one of the most played maps still.
Yeah. There was a Reddit thread about it a few months ago where they found out it's like 15% of servers run 2 at any time.
That's the ghost.
We're like